Nightmares are real. Nightmares. It has been written by Sigmund Freud that nightmares are the residue of the day. I, however, refuse to believe that information. I believe that nightmares are real, that we physically experience every event in our frightening and mysterious nightmare. First, let me say that human beings are awakening. We wonder how far back in time have humans existed. Humans are even entertaining the question, were humans made by the loving hand of God? Or were humans mass-produced by the ancient Anunnaki, aliens, and forced by the Anunnaki to work in gold mines, slave labor? Even the Holy Bible, it states, we made man in our own image, we, plural, yet man worships monotheism, one God. In the event of the Bible, Tower of Babel, it's written, we, plural, will change their tongues to many languages so that they cannot understand each other. I'm paraphrasing. This change to different languages, slave labor, was the beginning of many manipulation by the sky gods, as they were named. Anunnaki, from the heavens they came down. This is the meaning of Anunnaki. We will make them of our own image, yet the humans were just as the sky gods were. That is, the same precognition. So the Anunnaki even manipulated our DNA, dumbed us down. So that now humans, you and I, can't fully activate our chakras. It is only through Om meditation can perhaps awaken the chakras by less than 1%. I believe when we sleep, humans are manipulated by the Anunnaki, sky gods, aliens, that still exists and conduct experiments on us. Proof. Have you ever had a dream that you felt was real? That in the dream you couldn't tell the dream from reality? Even when you woke up, you were still afraid. While in the dream, frightening things were happening to you, a nightmare. Many times you can't remember what happened to you in the nightmare. Let's explore the nightmare. Many times a frightening being has a hold of you. You're afraid because you can't move. If you are running super slow and the monster is catching up to you. Why a monster? Maybe because it's a being that is so horrifying that we cannot describe it. Odd, an intelligent human being not being able to describe what they have seen. I believe again, it's aliens, so horrifying as we have never seen. Consider why these nightmares are happening to us. Maybe they continue to manipulate us. Consider this. Children of all age ranges the world over complain to their parents of monsters under the bed, monsters in the closet, and the boogeyman. Why, from ages 2 to 12 years old, do these nightmares happen? Children don't make up nightmares. They never get together during school and talk to other children of their nightmares. Yet again, children the world over have nightmares. Then, suddenly around the age of 12, the nightmares just stop. Yes, aliens. Children always tell their parents about nightmares, yet parents will not believe. Yet the parents have had terrible nightmares in their youth. Even with this video, there are those of you that are watching and laughing in utter disbelief. Why are the nightmares so vivid? Why are we still frightened when we wake? What about the dream within a dream? When we think that we have woken up, but we are still experiencing the nightmare. Then, after another frightening event, we wake. When I was 10 years old, I had a nightmare where I was in a white room. There was a massive stairway. On the other side was a caged man. This man was vicious, growling like a wild beast. He reached through the bars at me. As the caged man reached through the cage at me, I saw this vicious man didn't have a face, no eyes, no nose, no mouth. He just had colors on the face, red, yellow, blue. Then without a mouth, he snarled at me. I pulled away from this caged man and went up the massive stairs. As I climbed up the stairs, the man from the cage was at the top of the stairs. I couldn't stop. He yelled at me, "Leg," and I held up a large picture of a shriveled up horse's leg. The man without a face yelled at me again, "Flank," and I held up the picture of the horse's back leg. As I continued to walk up the stairs, I noticed that my leg had shriveled away. I couldn't stop walking to the vicious man that waited for me at the top of the stairs, and the nightmare ended. In 2016, I had a nightmare. 3 people, a woman and 2 men, were putting me in bed. I was being manhandled. Then the woman said, "Don't be rough with him." The 3 people and I had just come out of my bedroom wall. I then moved from the monastery where I was staying several miles away to a new house. It wasn't too long that I had another nightmare. I was at that time having a recurring nightmare, as the same people were in the new nightmare. In this second nightmare, I fell into my bedroom from the ceiling. I landed on the bed, then bounced off the bed to the floor. I woke up screaming. Looking up from the floor, I saw the 3 people looking down at me from the ceiling. Then the ceiling just closed up. The next nightmare that I had, the woman said that they were technicians. The 2 men stood silent. The woman and the 2 men were dressed in surgical garb, a surgeon's cap, mask, surgical smock, pants, and surgical boots. Of their bodies, all I could see were big eyes. Their eyes were oversized, golden eyes. When the female technician looked at me, I could see a type of gentleness, but also a sternness. Of all these nightmares, I would wake up with my feet freezing as if I had been running on a block of ice. When I held my feet, they were warm to the touch. With each nightmare, I was always coming out of my bedroom wall. I have no explanation for any of this. The 6th dream in 2018, I was told by the female technician that I wouldn't be able to remember any more dreams. As I talked to people about the dreams, the technician seemed quite upset that I had talked about the dreams. She referred to them as dreams. They were nightmares to me. In that same nightmare, I woke up stumbling through my bedroom wall. As I walked up to the wall, I saw the wall was luminous, blue light. The wall was water-like. I could see my bedroom. I stumbled through the wall. Stumbling through the wall, I fell at the head of my bed. I quickly looked back at the wall. I saw a black oval disc attached to the top of the wall. Somehow I knew that the disc had something to do with the water-like wall. Continuing to look back, I saw a metallic surgical table. The 2 men leaned on the table, telling me that I had been on that metallic table. Then the luminous wall shut down. The wall had become solid, and the 3 technicians were gone. These events, nightmares, are why I believe that dreams, nightmares, are real. What was I doing on that surgical table? How could I have gone through the solid wall? But mostly, why me? Thank you for watching this video with an open mind. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Good night.